Good day, everybody. I was going to say good morning, but in some places it's not morning. So good day to everyone and welcome to Free Daily Coaching. I'm going to bring our guest of the week over. We'll bring her over and we'll get started this morning. This morning we're doing a wrap up on the week. And this week we specifically talked about goal setting, a specific formula that we set out to try and convey to each and every person that's here with us at Free Daily Coaching, and a way for you as the viewer to be able to come over and start to implement what we're doing. So we used a couple examples this week from my business. So we gave a few different examples. I'm excited to be able to show you guys some stuff today. As well as be able to show you some other examples, not just in my work, but in our personal life, how we added some of those in. And then in addition, what we did was we just took someone just random, right, and asked for someone to volunteer and say, hey, who wants to volunteer? Who wants to kind of expose themselves to the rest of the group, show what it is that they're doing? And Dale stepped up and said, yeah, I'll do that. So because of that, what we've done is we looked, normally we would have a featured friend of Free Daily Coaching, and because of Dale's goal, she goes all the way through this week. So Dale is going to be featured next Friday. So a week from today, you'll want to come back. You'll want to be back here so that you can actually get the end results, okay? Because today you're not going to see the full results, and so we want to be able to show you that. So let's go and let me open up a few things really quick to be able to show you. And let's go over here. Boom, boom, boom. Let me see. That's okay. That one's not it. This one, yes, 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 yes. I don't know how far back. So let me see here. We're unable to do that. Let's see. All right, let me go and add these to our Free Daily Coaching. All right, let me come over here and do a screen share for you. Entire screen and share. And all right, so over here, guys, what you can see is we have the new Free Daily Coaching membership site. I said it will be finished by today, so by this afternoon, it will be finished. We have just a few of the list of required action steps to that need to occur. Mainly is just really importing all of the members, so all of you over, and then giving the actual correct access permissions. So doing those two things, and then setting up the affiliate portion, which is just the last two steps. So here you can see that we have and you guys are seeing the administrative area. We have the Free Daily Coaching. We have the current episodes, and so we have the most recent going back so that they could watch the most recent episode of Free Daily Coaching. You can see there's 23 different episodes here on this specific playlist. So that's to all members that just come to Free Daily Coaching. You can see over here we have the link to be able to register for the live webinar. And then for those that are logged in, the members, on this part, so that you can see there's a couple other things that need to be changed, like the titles that we talked about yesterday. So we got this playlist back in order, and then we got these all in order and actually uploaded. There was a bunch of them that were the same URL, so it was like the same video, and like 7 of these that were just all the same. I forgot to transfer the most current link. So now these are all set up so that you can literally go in and watch each episode. So there's episode number 2. And if you wanted to do it in order, you could right over here, you could go 3, 4, 5. So you can see that each one of these episodes is back here. So pretty cool. We've got it all of the originals uploaded and set over here. And so you just don't see the reboots you don't see because they're still in the draft mode only. So you can see that we have all of the episodes uploaded. So pretty excited about this. Whoops. And pretty excited to just be able to have something new and to be able to have something for everyone to be able to access this and to be able to do it really super simply and easily. And it's just right here, boom, boom, boom. So that's my portion. I'm going to go over the list of required actions in just a minute. But what we want to do is we want to touch base with Dale Whiteside. As many of you know, Dale has been joining us each and every morning this week for the goal setting process. And Dale actually set a goal for herself to do 50 leads in a week. So we average that out to 7 a day. On day number 1, Dale was able to go through the entire process, right, and get that process completed. Good morning, Dale.
Good morning.
Or good day, I guess, if depending on where people are in the country, it could be afternoon already to where they're at. So Dale was able to get that list of required actions and get that goal determined and set on day 1. Now on day 2, we went out to go get leads, right? So day 1, there was 0 leads gotten. By day 2, she was able to generate 3 leads. By day 3, she was able to generate an additional 5 leads. So that was 8 leads going into day 3. Yesterday was the 4th day of the process. So we're going to find out in just a minute how many leads Dale was able to generate yesterday, in addition to the 8 that she's already generated. And we're going to see how literally from day 1, and you're going to be able to see this right here this morning or today, is that from day 1, going from literally not generating any leads, literally just identifying what are the required actions that I need to take, what is my end goal, what am I actually going to do to reach the goal, right? So that was day 1. From day 1 to day 3, literally we went from 0 and like almost like a feeling of almost, not this feeling, but almost like a feeling of overwhelming, almost daunting, like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a really big task. By day 2, when we had no results yet because we hadn't applied anything, then it even became more scary because now the numbers are starting to build, right? Because we hadn't generated anything. However, by day 3, with a couple days of results, we're able to see, hey, we're getting some traction. Now day 4 is completed, which was a Thursday, right? So we started on a Monday. Yesterday was Thursday. Today's a Friday. So Dale, as of yesterday, where are you at in this process?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did you
We didn't see it. It just showed a 0. We can't see it on the paper. You're too close to the camera.
Okay. I'm not upset. I'm okay after I screamed.
You have to hold it back like this so we can see. Okay, so 0. Laid an egg. Okay, so yesterday was a goose egg.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so
but I know why. I know why.
Okay, so why? So let's share with everyone why.
I think the first couple of days were good because it was real. And so I was responding to anybody who liked the video or who even saw the video. And so I was comfortable saying, hey, did you see my video? It was my first one. I'm going through this online training. And, you know, if you're out there and want to do this, come on aboard and you can watch me go through all of this. And I got a good response. I guess there's a lot of us out there. But yesterday, I didn't put a video out. And because I was trying to get more people. And I used the newsletter line. But it didn't work for me, probably because I don't have a newsletter. And I think inside I showed that. I talked to lots of people, but nobody liked me.
Okay, so let's examine what the components of that. So everyone has a newsletter. Okay, so if you have an autoresponder,
okay,
and you've either preloaded some messages from a marketing system like My Lead System Pro, or maybe you're using you're representing a product through a direct sales or a multi-level marketing company, and you're using their emails, that's your newsletter that's going out. Or if you're not using pre-written emails, if you start to broadcast on a regular basis to the leads that you're generating, that is your newsletter. And your
Okay.
marketing newsletter could simply be things like, hey, tomorrow or next Wednesday at 9 p.m., I'm going to an amazing marketing webinar. If you'd like to learn more about Facebook marketing or lead generation or blah, 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 whatever it's about, come over and join us, right?
Oh, I
So
like
that
that.
is that's part of your newsletter. So your newsletter, Dale, is simply newsletter. Okay, this is what most people think. Most people think a newsletter is something from like the 1980s where you get like a sheet of paper and it says like camp newsletter. And it's like, hey, this is what happened at camp. The squirrels broke into the kitchen last fall and ate all the flour. And camp counselor Susie turned 19. And the new camp pool is going to open in the summer. And then when you opened up in the newsletter, there was a calendar and it told you family barbecue day was on Sunday and grandparents appreciation day was on Thursday, right? And then if you flipped it onto the back, it had the potluck recipe of the month. And it said the camper of the month was little Susie Rotten Breath, right? And her crooked teeth, and it had her with her pictures. And you're like, oh, Susie's wonderful. She's in 3rd grade and she plays the trumpet and blah, 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 right?
Okay.
And then at the bottom of it had 3 little pictures. Thanks to Aspen Homes and Joe's Pizza and Girl Scout Troop 875. And those 3 people were like the sponsors of the newsletter or some shit, right?
Okay.
Excuse my bad words. That was what everyone's thinking of when they think of newsletter, because you're thinking of like some old newsletter from back in the day. But in today's world, nothing is like that. You don't get like a paper newsletter. You know what I mean? Like you don't even get, like, no one even looks at their mail. I've got stacks. Look at this. This is not even a joke. And these aren't bills or nothing. It's just mostly junk mail. But it's not junk to the point to throw it away. I might need, oh, this one's from my mom. So that doesn't go to me, right? But I might want to see some of this. I might want to see, but a lot of it's just crap. Like here's like something from my bank. It's just like a bank statement. Like I don't even need this. This could be online, right? I don't need them to mail this paper to me. So I need to go turn that off. It's a little thing, like an advertisement from my bank, right? So it's like some of it is just, it's irrelevant because we don't use this anymore. Everything's electronic. So your newsletter is electronic and you send it via email. Now, the cool part is this, Dale, because you're using Aweber or GetResponse, one of those types of email services, you have the ability, if you'd like to create the emails in that format. You can make a template that looks more newslettery. You can put like holiday pictures and stuff on it and make it that way if you want. I don't do that because I'm just not that's not my creative part isn't that part, right? Like I don't think of that part. Like I just want to get the message to them. I'm just sending the words, right? So I'm not worried about the graphics and the pictures that are going to accompany it. Maybe you want to send the video or a link to a video in the email so you could be a little personable, right? Like in the email could be like, oh yeah, and by the way, did you see my video for today? So when you're talking to people, now check this out. Now see how so you're saying, okay, so that's the first component. The second component is you're like, well, so the first component is I don't have a newsletter. Well, actually you do, right? The second component is that line wasn't working for me. Okay, so then if that line wasn't working for you, but something from the day before was, then let's use what was working for us from the day before. So the question to the person, instead of, hey, I do a great newsletter on, and I don't know, so this would be, this is going to be a huge determining factor. A, we need to see what it is that you are actually saying to see if you were saying the right thing to be able to get the right response. That's number one. And then number two is if you're simply just not getting the response desired, then you can change some of that verbiage up to, hey, you know, I actually did a great video on that topic just yesterday. I put out a newsletter where I send out the links to all the videos that I create each day. I'd love to get that over to you. So now it's not just about the newsletter. It's, hey, in my newsletter, there's value. Every day when I cut a video, I write my newsletter and I put the link to the video in there so that you have access to it. I'd love to share that with you.
Oh, that feels good.
Okay,
Yes.
so do you see how we just changed it up a little bit?
I do.
So
Yes.
now it doesn't have to feel disingenuous because you don't have to feel like, oh, I have to go create this huge newsletter each day. or each week or month, right? Your newsletter is a fancy, okay, what sounds nice and better to you? Hey, Dale, I'd love to get you on my email list.
Ooh.
Or, hey, Dale, I have a great newsletter that I produce. It does some great tips on marketing and how to brand your business. I think it could really help you in what you're doing. I'd love to get that over to you.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. Now, in your version of that, since you're focusing on the fact that you make videos that help beginners, say that.
Yes.
Hey, what I do is I've been putting out videos for new people because, like myself, I was a little bit apprehensive about cutting videos. So what I've done is I started making videos and quick how-tos for the beginner. And I shoot that link out via my newsletter each day. So I'd love to get you that newsletter so I can get you to those videos.
Okay.
Right? So then you're just changing it. You're still getting them to your newsletter, but you're highlighting the fact that you're creating videos for them. Okay? And then
sorry.
And then the other part to that is this. If that's what makes you feel comfortable, then you have to take the actions to make yourself feel comfortable, meaning you're going to have to go cut the video then.
Yes.
So here's the easy way to do it. Either right before you go to free daily coaching in the morning,
okay,
or right after, one or the two, pick whatever works for you and your schedule better. Go and just cut the video right then.
Yes.
Just make it part of your daily routine. Okay, right before free daily coaching, I'm going to cut a 2-minute video. Or right after free daily coaching, I'm going to cut a 2-minute video. And then this is the cool thing. And this is what I did for so long. People don't believe me. This is the absolute truth. I didn't think of any of this stuff. I didn't sit down in the beginning and get organized, any of the stuff that I'm teaching you guys, because this is all I did. I would go to a training on Monday, and on Tuesday, my training would be a version of what I learned on Monday.
Okay.
And on Wednesday would be what I learned on Tuesday, right? And so on and so forth. And the next Monday, I was teaching what I learned last Friday. So like, really, like, imagine this, and I've showed people this before. Imagine if you just rewind a week, just a week, and you went back a week in free daily coaching, or a week back on a podcast that you listen to, or a week back on webinars that someone does on a regular basis, training. If you went a week ago, if you go back to the 5th of February, and you go and you absorb what they teach you, and then you go teach whatever you learned on the 5th today, then the 6th you can do tomorrow, and the 7th the next day, and the 8th the next day. And then that way you don't ever have to think. You're just doing, you know what I mean? And I really did that. All I did was I would go to the MLSP wake up call, and I would get a topic. And what I did was I went back and listened to like a week's worth of topics. And that's how I got my topics for my first week. And then after that, I never had to think again, because then I was just doing whatever they did the week before. Boop, 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 boop. That was it.
So no more eggs. Next time it'll be 50 plus.
Yeah. So yeah, no more eggs. So, here's a big key for everyone. If you've gone for the day, and let's say yesterday, did you 5-5-5 yesterday, Dale? Because it sounds like you did. You just didn't get the results.
I just got bad results because.
Okay, so how much time did you spend, would you say?
I spent about 2.5 hours.
Okay, so 2.5 hours. So check this out. This is for every single person here. If you've done the 5-5-5 for an hour straight and you've gotten 0 leads, you need to stop immediately.
Okay.
And go into the Friends of Free Daily Coaching group, or the free daily coaching group that we have. And you need to go in and just say, I'm raising my hand, attention. I'm requesting some assistance here. That's it. That's all you have to do. I'm requesting some assistance, and someone that's proficient in the 5-5-5, whether it's myself or someone else that's actually getting results doing this, will come and help you, right? That's the idea of the group, because you spent another hour and a half doing exactly what you were doing to get 0 results. It's like saying, hey, I know you've been walking backwards for the last hour and you've fallen and tripped and you haven't gotten anywhere. Mm-hmm. but I want you to keep doing that for another hour and a half.
No.
That just wouldn't make sense, right? I would say, no, stop doing that. Let's get you walking forward, not backwards, so then you can see where you're going and you won't stumble and fall and keep hurting yourself, right? So if you've gone for an hour and you've done 5-5-5 and you're not getting the result, then you need to raise your hand and say, hey, I require some assistance, because it's just what you're saying is not the right words to elicit the response that you're desiring. And so we want to change those words so we can change the result, because there's no reason to spend that much time and get zero result, right?
I don't know why I find it so hard to ask for help. If I'd done this 6 months ago, I'd be on the leaderboard. But I didn't.
Here's the deal. We all have a deal, right? No one wants to, this is real. No one wants to ask for help. No one especially wants to ask for help in public in front of their peers, because then somehow we feel like, or I do, this is for me, let me speak for myself. I don't want to speak for you, Dale, but I feel like if I ask for help in front of my peers, somehow people are going to be judging me and they're going to be looking at me like somehow I'm less than, or it's almost like I feel dumb. Like, did I miss something here? And the reality is this, I missed something, but so did everyone else, right? If only 10% of the people are getting a positive result and everyone else is struggling, that means that everyone else missed it too. This is the difference, Dale. They're just not willing to admit it. So now you've admitted it. You step through that fear and you're like, okay, what is it? Okay, so this is it. It's not that you're bad or wrong or not. I don't even want to use the word wrong because I do use like incorrect, right? It's not that you're insufficient or you don't have the qualities or ability to be able to get the result. It's that it's a skill set that is developed and you're still developing that skill. It's totally different if you walked into someone's office and you showed them your phone and you're like, hey, do you use your smartphone for computers and blah, blah, blah? Because why? Well, because how you talk to people face to face is totally different than what you say on this thing, right? And so because of that, it's like a learned skill set. Like it took you a while to learn how to communicate as a person, right? Like when you were a baby, it took you a year or so till you could start to make words, and then a couple years until you could make like full sentences and then coherent sentences. And then as you've gotten more experience in life, you've been able to communicate more clearly and efficiently. Now, all of a sudden, we're bringing in a whole new medium of communication. So it's taking the skill set that you currently possess and learning how to apply that into this medium to be able to get the same response that you could get face to face.
Okay.
And that's something that you're going to learn. This is the key. If you don't ask for help, I can't show you the right way, because what happens is this: if you do it for an hour and you're doing it incorrectly, so you're getting not a desired response. If you don't ask for help so we can change it and you just keep doing that, it's like you're just like driving on a flat tire, right? And at some point, not only does the flat tire become an issue, but then you start to really do some bigger damage, because you start to damage the rim and the brake pads and the brake caliper and all that, right? And the actual drum, all of those components, right, start to get more damaged if you drive on that flat tire. Same thing happens, but the damage is to you, because what happens is you start saying, well, maybe this is what happens. We start saying to ourselves, well, maybe I'm just not smart enough to do this, or maybe people don't like me. And let me tell you that was one of the components that I heard what you said that was absolutely not true, Dale. I want you to know this, and I want you to feel this, to know that is not an accurate statement, what you said. Okay. People yesterday had no ability to like or dislike you based on a texting conversation that you had.
Right.
You personally got a result that you didn't want to get. And so when you did that, you took this characteristic that you were feeling and you assigned it to these other people. Like, well, I'm upset that I didn't get the result I wanted. So obviously they must not have liked me because they didn't give me their information.
Yes.
What about if it didn't have anything to do with liking or disliking you? What about if it just had to do with how the information was exchanged and that they didn't see a value there? Right. Not because they didn't like you, but because they didn't know because you didn't accurately communicate the value that you had to them. So it had nothing to do with a like or dislike. It had to do with whether or not they saw value there, and they didn't see enough value to exchange your email. That's it.
That's it. I was thinking about me. Yeah.
Yeah, and most likely, almost 100% most likely, it had to do with what you said to them. Right? Like, that's it. It had to do with the conversation back and forth. And the conversation back and forth boiled down to the very simplest. In 555, the conversation should sound something like this. Clive, I've noticed that you are into marketing and you're obviously an avid bird lover. I actually have a newsletter that I think could help you market and brand yourself and everything that you've got going on with those amazing tropical birds. I'd love to shoot that information over to you. That's it. So what am I doing? I'm identifying something that they're doing, and I'm telling them, I recognize what you're doing. I believe I have information that will be beneficial to assist you in building what you're building. I would love to be able to share that information with you.
Okay. Good.
That's at the root of what we're doing. That's what we want to be able to do. And that's it. It's not just that simple, right? I noticed that you do this, this, and this. I actually help people that are looking to do that. I would love to help you. I'd love to give you some resources.
That sounds good. Okay. I'll be back to you too. I put BB back to Bert because I know there's a video out there. I didn't know I had a video channel. I know this sounds stupid. 53 people looked at it, but I don't know who they are because I didn't know it was live stream, and I don't know how to copy that onto my channel to see who looked at it so I can.
Okay, so where did you put it, on Facebook or on YouTube?
I did, yeah, I did a Hangout.
Okay, so
and then
automatically it goes to your YouTube channel that's connected to your Gmail.
Okay.
Okay, so whatever your Gmail is, that's also your Google account, and that's your YouTube account. So if you go to if you go to YouTube, you can actually log in using that Gmail account, okay? Using your Gmail and your password for your Gmail, and you'll be able to log in, and I'll show you what that looks like, Dale, so you can see.
Okay, good.
It looks like this on your screen. You're gonna go over to YouTube. You go to youtube.com, okay? And if you don't see your logo or your little gravatar from your Gmail over here, and you can see it, mine is, but if you don't,
yours. Yeah.
excuse me, if you come over here and it's just
oops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where'd you go? Where are you?
Hey-o. You guys didn't see any of that because when I logged out, and I logged out on my Gmail. All right, let me show you guys this really quick. Uh-oh. There goes Dale. I'm not sure who's here. Let's see if you guys all zonked out or not. Let's see. Uh-oh. Oh, no, everyone's here. Okay, so let me grab Dale and bring her back over. See if I can't bring her back over. Okay. I'm back. All right, so let me just show you on a screen share since I logged out. So you're going to log in, and then this is where all your videos are in YouTube. But so everyone knows, you're not going to be able to get information on who viewed.
Oh, right? I'm back.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna, when you look over here, Dale, in your videos and your video manager, and you see all these videos, you're gonna be able to see how many times the video was viewed, but you're not gonna be able to see who viewed the video. But if you go in and edit the video, if you hit the edit button and you go in and edit the video, you can put in a description here.
Okay.
Right here, you can type in an entire description in this video about what the video is about. So in here, you could put if you want more info,
ooh, yes.
click here, right, click on the link to subscribe to my marketing newsletter.
Okay.
So let's say I put that in there, and then I could put in the link.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Okay, so let's just say I did that, and I'm going to save it, okay?
Okay.
And so now we have this link into the message. So I'm going to go over here. We'll go to a new incognito window really quick, and we'll just go over to YouTube. Okay. So I'm not logged in, and we'll just check for this Bert Bledsoe guy. Okay, we'll go look up Bert Bledsoe. Here he is. And we can see he's live right now, but let's go see his videos. And we see this one right here. This is the one from yesterday, right? This is the one that we just did. Okay. And then you can see, here's the little description, right? Goals and review. If you want more info, click on the link to subscribe to my marketing newsletter. There's the link that I put in there. I could click on it, and then boom, look, it takes them right to my so they can sign up to my marketing newsletter.
Oh, I like that.
So that would be easy if you wanted to put it into the bottom of your videos, okay. Right? Hey, and then you can put a link right to the capture page where they would go and sign up for your newsletter. So whatever funnel that you made, you could send them there, right? And if you wanted to get even fancier, you could make custom links so that so this is my main link, right?
Okay.
Now let's say that I wanted to, and I guess I could do it I'll just do it over here. So let's say you wanted to go over into My Lead System Pro, you could go into here, and if you knew that that was the same link that you were always using for your newsletter, but let's say you were going to post it in a couple places, so you wanted to know where, you could go under My Custom Links here, and you could make a custom link really fast. You could just go in here, add a new custom link, and call this one. So let's just we'll call it newsletter, because I'm getting it from my newsletter. Okay. Newsletter on Facebook post 1. Let's just say that's what I was calling it. And I'm just going to call it newsletter 1. And the page title, we'll just call it newsletter, because it doesn't matter. The link is the http://treb.funnelizer.com/newsletter, right?
Okay.
So we add that. And then I could put in the description, right?
Okay.
Is newsletter link in.
Okay.
Okay. This is the newsletter link in the YouTube video named blah, blah, blah. And I could put it in there if I wanted to. I could put on the forward masking. I can hit the add new custom link. Okay. Now it made a new custom link for me. So now I can just go look for it. What did I call it there? Newsletter on Facebook post.
Yes.
So now I have a custom link right here. So I could put this link, I could copy this link if I wanted to, Chris, and come over here and put this in instead of this.
Oh.
Okay. I could come in and go like this, delete that, put in the custom link, save the custom link. So now when I come over and I go into the incognito and I go over and I look at that YouTube video, when I go and look at that video, it's going to have that other link in it now, that custom link, right?
Oh, right.
So now, in addition to cookieing people, because now they'll cookie to me for MLSP, okay? So now in addition to being cookied to me to MLSP, I'm also doing some custom tracking so I could see that they came to this page via that link. And I could do that over in MLSP. I can come over to my custom links. And if I refresh this page, we'll see that this newsletter to Facebook post. See, look, boom, we've gone to it 3 different times. already. Boom, boom, boom. We did it in an incognito, so it showed it unique. So it showed us each time that we've seen that that we use that link so far. So pretty awesome. So now I could create that same thing, and I could create another link and say newsletter on Twitter, newsletter on Instagram, newsletter on blah, blah, blah. And I could have a custom link for each one of those different locations. So then that way I know exactly where they're coming from, right? Because if you share that video and you share it in 3 different places, you want to know, where's the link coming from? Is it coming from YouTube? Is it coming from LinkedIn? Are they coming from over on YouTube, or is it coming from Facebook, right? You don't know. So if you make those custom links, and on that page, at the very top of that page for custom links there, just watch that video. It's like 5 minutes long, and it shows you exactly what to do to go set it up. It's super easy. Good. Super easy. It's just like creating a Bitly link, right? It's super easy, and it's custom tracking, and it cookies those people to MLSP to you.
Oh, nice. Oh,
right. So it cookies them with MLSP as well. Okay, so we were able to cover a couple different challenges that you had. We were able to talk about some verbiage, and sounds to me like you're saying too much, right? Yeah. And then B, when you feel incongruent, it's almost impossible to get results because there's something incongruent. So you felt incongruent, so you were skittish, almost guaranteed. Yes. You were skittish about how you were offering the newsletter.
Yes.
And then when you did, it was really awkward. And so you didn't have a good response to them. And so then people just weren't interested because you didn't go into it with the confidence and the power that you have, right? Innately, you didn't take that into it because then you started to doubt yourself. So now you know, oh yeah, I do have a newsletter. Yeah, I am making videos. Yeah, I'm going to have information that I should be sharing. So yeah, these people do want this. Now mentally you feel different because now you feel confident about it, right? You don't feel like, well, I don't really even want to sign you up to my newsletter because I don't really have one.
So I had a mental glitch followed by a technical glitch. Okay.
Right. And so now you fixed it. So this is the thing though. This is, so you stand up and go, okay, hey, listen, I had some issues, right? Yeah. So now what do I do to change that? Okay. So go back to what you know works. Okay. Right. And then just get ahead of the curve again. So if you go make a video, take 2 minutes to make a video. Hey, did you know that you can make custom links? I actually use a platform that allows me to create and track all my own custom links, and I can show you how to do the exact same thing. That's a training.
Yeah.
Right? And then you can say, this is just one platform. You could use Bitly, you could use this, you could use that. The reason I use this specific platform is because in addition to being able to use to have all these custom links, I also get a blog. I also get live weekly marketing training. I also get capture pages, a client relationship management tool, right? Mentorship, right? I get all of these things in addition to the custom link builder too.
Oh, I like it. Yeah.
Right? So now it's more congruent and now you feel good about it. You're like, yeah, of course you need to be on my newsletter. I've got a bunch of stuff to show you.
Yes.
So go out, switch that around, Dale, so that you can get ahead of the curve.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Have one technical question.
Absolutely.
I shouldn't ask it here because I'm taking up time now. But what is live streaming and how can I save that video to MLSP and onto my computer?
Okay, so when you live stream, just like we're doing now, and you do a webinar on air.
Okay.
Right? Is that what you did before, a hangout?
That's what I did, a hangout.
Okay, so whenever you do a hangout, what happens automatically is live streaming means that when you're broadcasting, when you're filming it, like right now we're live streaming.
Okay.
So we're filming and it's broadcasting. So everyone that's registered here for the webinar or that's here at the hangout can watch it. But also it's broadcasting via YouTube. So people that are just on YouTube could just click in and watch us. Okay, so that means live streaming means that it's just broadcasting live. And in this case, when you're doing a hangout, it's being broadcast on YouTube. Okay?
So we're exposing ourselves everywhere. Good.
Absolutely. Or everywhere on YouTube.
Well,
right? So on YouTube, absolutely. And automatically when you hit the stop broadcast button, about 5 minutes later, depending on how long the broadcast was, if you go over to your YouTube channel, you'll see that video is already uploaded uploaded onto YouTube for you.
Oh.
Okay? And so I'll show you. So if you go over here and let's say you go to YouTube and we'll go to my channel again. So I'm loaded in and we'll go to my channel and we'll go over to my video manager really quick. And you'll see that on the front is yesterday's video. So the top video is from yesterday. So it automatically uploaded and it's here for me to do anything I want to it. So I can come in here and edit it. And that's where I could come in and put in these links, right?
Yeah.
Where I could come in and type in the description and put in the links. I could also change the tags down here, and I could put in here, I could put goal setting, personal development.
Okay.
My name, right? I could put some other tags, marketing tips if I want, right? Whatever this is about. So I can go in here and edit the video itself. I can also go in and I can look at the and let me go ahead and save that. Okay.
Okay.
I can also go and if I actually play the video, like I'm going to go and actually play it. Oops. Let me click on the title of the video. If I click on the title of the video and I actually come over to the video, you'll see there down here, there's an add to or a share button or more. If I go to the share button, I can grab right here, just share. This will give me a link right here that goes right to this video. So if I copied this link and let's say I opened a new tab and pasted it, because let's say I wanted to paste this in a post or in a blog post or something, or on Facebook, if someone clicked on this link, you can see it'll bring them right to this video. See? So it takes them right to that video. If you wanted to save the video to your web page or to a blog post and you wanted to embed it, so you wanted like the embed code or the HTML code, you just go to this embed and you copy this, and you could copy this right here and just put that right into a blog post, and that will show the video in a blog post. Or if you want to save the video all together, you could go in and you can download the entire video to your computer. But you really don't need to do that because you're using the YouTube platform as your hosting service. Now, if you want to have the video on the back end for yourself just to have, then of course you could always have that just so that you could have the access to the video. So you could have a hard copy always on your always on your computer for Facebook or for anywhere else that you wanted to upload it. And for that matter, if you wanted to, you could save it on your computer, or you could upload the video to My Lead System Pro as well. So and in that case, all you really want to do is go in and download the video. And so let me see if I can. So right here, if you go into your videos and you're just in the video manager, it shows all your videos here, right? A list of all your videos. And instead of hitting the edit button and going like we just did, and we go into this section, if you don't do that, so let me go back. If you don't go into that area and edit, if you hit this little arrow here, you can download the MP4. So let's say this video is not on my computer, Dale. I don't own the video technically. I mean, it's on YouTube, but I don't have this video. So if I wanted to, let me pick a shorter one. Let me just pick a quick one. Oh, let me pick this one. That's only 1 minute and 38. Okay. If I go like this and say download the MP4, now it's downloading this MP4 really quick. And so now I have the movie now on my computer, right? So I can go like this, can double click on it, and I can open up the movie.
There you are.
Right. And I didn't realize that I did this on my phone when I was recording it and adding the music. So the music was a little loud, but I didn't know. So anyways, you can see now I have this video. Now that I own, and by own, I mean now that I have the video and it's not just on YouTube.
Yes.
Right, Dale? Now I could transfer this video to an external hard drive, right? If I didn't want to leave it just on my computer, right? So that I had it stored somewhere, or on like a USB drive or somewhere where I had storage, right? So that I could always have access to it. That would be one option. I could also go over here and I could come over to My Lead System Pro. And let's say I posted here. I didn't want it to keep it on my computer, but I didn't want to leave it just on YouTube because maybe what if my YouTube channel gets shut down, right? So then I could come over here to the My Content button and My Hosted Media, and I could just host it here. I can say add it here. I can say I just want it uncategorized. It's a video file.
Okay.
We'll call it FDC Quickie because it's just a minute and a half. And I'll hit select video file. And I know it's just right in those downloads that I just downloaded. There it is. And I'll hit open. And it's just going to upload that file. Right? And then once it's uploaded here, Dale,
yes,
I'm going to cancel. I'm just going to.
Okay.
Oh, it won't let me. I was going to try to cancel. We'll just let it go through. I was going to say once because it's not that much. Once it goes through here, I'll show you. And you can see like I have these other videos that are uploaded here. Yes. So once it's uploaded, it'll look just like this. Right?
Oh, wow. Okay.
It'll have a line right here, and all I have to do is hit and we'll just let it upload. All I have to do is hit the paper and the pencil. Here, maybe I just refresh this page. Reload. And let's just see if it'll reload the page without finishing that. And we can go to a different one. Okay, so cool. So I can go right here and say like this free graphics grab bag. I can hit the paper and pencil and it shows me everything about the video. So here's the original video I have. If I need the embed code, just like YouTube gave me for my blog or whatever, here's the embed code. If I wanted just a direct link right to the video, just like YouTube has a direct link, here's a direct link. So let's say I wanted to write an email and then put a link to this video. I could just grab the link right there, write my email, paste the link in. When they clicked on it, they'd go to this link and boom, look, they'd go right to the video. Now, this is the really cool part that most people don't even know. So here's the name of my video. I got it categorized and how it looks. I can change the size of the video. Okay. Does it have a movie player? What's the background color and the theme color, blah, 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 right? But check this out. Down here, when the video finishes playing, I want it to do what? Well, what if when I'm done watching the video, I want them to auto redirect?
Yes.
And I want them to go to my website.
Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
Update the auto redirect. Now, when we come over here, copy this, copy it. I'm going to show auto start yes too. Okay. I'm going to update it. Now when we come over here, it's going to auto start and redirect us at the end. Watch. Go over here. Paste it. Oops.
Do you use Facebook or really any social media?
Hold on. Let me pause it there so when it comes over here, it automatically starts. We can hear it. Okay, so we're going to go here. We get to the page. We got a lot open. It loads automatically. See?
Yes.
Auto play. Okay, we'll fast forward.
Impression right now.
Oh, nice.
Grab your copy of the free graphics graphic.
And done playing. Redirect me right to my blog. Because that's where I told it to go, to burtbledsoe.com. So you could do that right here inside of MLSP, and you can host your videos there. So you can go over there and put your video in there. So you can see that this is a killer platform. I mean, even if what if you just talk to people that want to create video training for their team? Yeah. They could create video training, put it up in back office here, and give access to their team right like that. And it's all hosted private. They don't have to worry about it. It's not on YouTube. It's not hosted for everyone. Everyone can't see it. They don't have to do any of that. And guess what? That's all part of MLSP. It's part of what they get. It's built into it.
Okay. Now I felt like I felt when I first joined. That's great.
Right? Yeah. So go back. Go back to do what you did that worked, which means go cut your video so you have somewhere to point to, and then use that 555 to point to them. And by the way, let me get you my newsletter, right? Yes. So I can get you all of those videos.
And I'm away.
and then just keep moving forward. So good job. We're gonna now, Dale, you have 2 days, right? You have 3 days, today, tomorrow, and Sunday, to see how close to that number of 50 you get to, right? And that's okay. Like if you don't hit the goal the very first time, doesn't mean like it's the end. It's not like the first time the guy tried to break the land speed record. If he didn't make it, he didn't try again. We didn't just try to go to the to shoot one rocket into space and the rocket blew up and we're like, okay, well, rockets don't work.
Yeah.
Right? We just we did it. We refined the process. We did it. We got the O-rings till they would seal the gases in. We got the combustion rate to the right level, right? We got everything to the right spot. And then all of a sudden rockets were shooting up into outer space all the time, like no big deal. Right? So it's just a matter of time and repetition. So let me just make sure with anyone else that's here today, do you have any questions for us as we're moving forward? And you know what? I decided what we're going to do is, because we did the call later today, I didn't even think of that as we were, like, Chris and I were talking the other day. Like, I didn't like formulate that because we were doing so many projects. What I would like to do is put in the downloads section of the new Friends of Free Daily Coaching, or the new Free Daily Coaching membership site, in the download area, I will go and I will actually put in the list out of the LoRa for this project so that I can upload it and get that to you guys. But that's so that we can continue for the rest of the day, finishing up that project so that you guys have access to that. So check your emails later this afternoon. Look in the Free Daily Coaching group on Facebook. I'll point everyone over to let you guys know, hey, the new site is over, is up and running. So go over there and, we'll get everything pointed over. And then next Friday, a week from today, come back, join us when Shouts in the House does of the featured friend of FDC, so that we can feature Dale and we can come back and look at the results that she got. Okay. Right. And so Dale, when you go from now through the weekend,
yes,
and you go to cut your video, you go to start your 555 process. When you do that,
right,
if you go for more than an hour, you need to stop, take a break, and raise your hand and say, hey, I need some help. And
okay.
Simple, so that we can get you getting results.
Okay.
Okay.
I will, for sure.
All right. That's it. Thank you for joining us once again here at Free Daily Coaching. And for many of you, we'll see you this afternoon / this evening for this week's episode of Friends of FDC. And that's our weekly mastermind for those of you that are members of My Lead System Pro with myself, or for those that are paying for the Friends of FDC mastermind. That will be happening this afternoon this week. And we did that because we had a scheduling issue with another training that people are taking. And so we'll see you this afternoon, and maybe we'll see Dale there as well. And if so, we'll check in with her. And for the rest of you guys, we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.